Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here today with Chiara Giorgi, who is the director of Seatrade Global, which is the huge Miami conference, which is coming up very soon. And I usually go every year. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going this year. If not, my partner Alan Fine will go. And it is really everything you want to know about cruises. And we're going to talk to Chiara about this year's cruise conference and what it will have and what's going to be different. And you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. First of all, it's great. I have never actually met you. My partner has, but very nice to meet you. We're here on a cold day in New York. But this is first. Let's talk about when is Seatrade Cruise Global scheduled again?
So the event is scheduled April 13th to 16th at the Miami Beach Convention Center this year.
And that's usually is in April, and for those of you out there, we're going out to 125,000 travel advisors. Who attends Seatrade today? Who are the bulk of? I know it's a lot of cruise executives, a lot of cruise suppliers to the cruise industry. That used to be the main point, but I think you're starting to get some travel advisors too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really the meeting place for the entire cruise industry. So it's where all the cruise line decision makers meet up with the ports and destinations around the world and the vendors who come. And then we do have a special Travel Agent Thursday where travel agents can register for free to attend the event on Thursday and walk around, take in any of the content happening in the theaters that day. But we are seeing more travel agents, obviously, being interested to hear what's up and coming in the cruise industry.
Well, you do get the top executives in the business, and it's not just, and we'll talk about the content a little bit. I mean, everybody goes down to hear the state of the industry, which is the major cruise lines up there on stage talking about it. Used to be a really fun, still is a really fun event. Used to be a little controversial event sometimes, and people are getting a little less controversial now, but they're still great to hear from them. But let's talk about that. Why would a travel advisor want to attend this?
I mean, I think right now you can see that the cruise industry is really evolving and innovating, is probably the strongest it's been in a really long time, I think ever. The order book is full, and so there's a lot of innovation that's happening within the industry. So this is the place to learn about that innovation and to see firsthand what the plans are for these cruises that some ships that haven't even sailed yet. I mean, there's entire cruise lines that haven't even set sail yet. And they're coming to Seatrade Cruise Global to have those meetings and decide on what that looks like in the future. So as a travel advisor, this is a great place to really learn about what's up and coming with all the different destinations around the world, but also the cruise lines.
Absolutely, and I always thought it would be useful for a lot of travel advisors to attend. Now, what are the main components of Seatrade? I know you have a massive trade show where you can, go contract to buy propellers for cruise ships or something, and engines. I've been down on the floor when Viking announced its new propulsion mechanism, all kinds of things. But it's also a lot of ports of call.
Yes.
And that's also very important where you can learn more about that, right?
Yes, absolutely. So if you walk onto the show floor, we're actually divided into two sections. So on the left-hand side is the world, and so that represents all the ports and destinations from around the world that the cruise lines would sail to. And then on the right-hand side is what we call the ship. And so as you said, it's anything from the shipyards building the ships, the engine manufacturers, to the technology providers, to the entertainment providers. We have a roller coaster on the show floor. So it's really the place to go for all things cruise.
Well, and in fact, I love that hardware aspect to it. It's fun to see what's going on in addition to all the ports of call. Although I have to admit that most of my time is spent in the press room, or you have a lot of sessions and speakers, right?
Yes, we do. So we have 4 days of content that we deliver at Seatrade Cruise Global across 3 tracks and 2 theaters on the show floor. So there's a lot of content to take in, and right now, if you wanted to dive deeper into luxury cruising, we have multiple sessions on that. Expedition cruising, we have multiple sections on that. River, same. If you want to look at particular parts of the world, we have a European panel, we have an Asia panel, we have a Caribbean panel. I mean, it's really the place to dive deep into everything that's going on in cruise, in the world of cruise.
Absolutely, and I know I try to get all those sessions, but I'm also trying to go to, you have a lot of press conferences. You actually have more press conferences than anybody in the cruise industry. They come to Seatrade, and it's kind of famous. Plus, I have to go see my friend Ann Kailash, who has been a good friend for many years, and she does the State of the Industry panel, and that's always fascinating to watch and hear from the major executives from the big 4 or 5. I guess I lose track of how many are now up there, but there are definitely some sessions that travel advisors probably would like to see, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it really is just about anything that you would want to learn more about, there's a session for it. And beyond the sessions, even last year, we launched something called the Entertainment Showcase. And so that is an opportunity for talent agencies to bring guest entertainers who could come and join the ships to perform in front of the bookers at the cruise lines. Yeah.
And I know you also have an F&B at Sea, which is a separate, it's a adjacent conference, I believe, where they're looking at all the food. I'm not sure the travel advisors can go to that one, but it sounded fascinating to me because to hear all of what's going on in food at sea is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's why we've launched a separate event just for food and beverage, because there is so much innovation happening in that space. And food and beverage is more than just the product itself that you're eating, but it's the entire experience. And so that is why we run this event, and it's all about the food and beverage experience.
So now you have food and beverage, you have entertainment, you have the hardware, but you also have all the news breaking there on some major lines, as well as all these great sessions. Now, is there anything new? I've been going to Seatrades now, I don't want to tell you, about 20 years plus. What's new this year specifically that you haven't done in the past? Maybe?
So this year we're diving into wellness.
Another great area.
Yes. So that's the thing, is you look at the wellness space right now, just generally in travel, not just cruise, and there's so much innovation happening in that space. Wellness is no longer just about the spa, and it really is an entire experience that encompasses, it should encompass your entire cruise. And so we're creating the Wellness Oasis on the show floor, which will be a representation of how wellness touches more than just the body, but, you know, what are you feeding it, how are you feeding your mind, and what are the cultural experiences around the world that tie back to wellness. So we're very excited about that.
Well, wellness is really hot in travel overall, and at sea it has been, and I have done wellness programs even on river cruises. They're all over the place, and of course we always knew there were great spas on board, but it's much more than that, right?
Much more than that, and that's what we want to showcase.
Now, if advisors want to attend, how do they go about registering and qualifying for this?
So if they go to our website, there's an email to email us, and we will send you the travel agent code so that you can register for free to attend on Thursday. We just need to verify that you're a travel agent. So when you email us, send through any details on your agency. If you have a registration code, just share that with us, and then we will share the free promo code so you can register for free on Thursdays.
And you also, you still have a good alliance with Cruise Lines International Association as well. They will be there. Their conference is actually about a week after yours, I believe, right?
Yeah, I don't know the exact dates, but we're always in close proximity, which is why for us, we welcome travel agents to come and spend a day at Seatrade Cruise Global, but really from a full-on learning experience, we would always say go to CLIA's Cruise 360, because that event is completely marketed to the travel advisors.
No, it's a good conference, although I've been going to yours more often lately. I don't know, I just don't seem to get to both of them. There was a time when I did both, and in this case, I believe, as I said, it's about a week away. You can probably go to Seatrade and then go on a cruise, and then go to CLIA up in Fort Lauderdale, and they're back there, and you're, of course, in the Miami Beach Convention Center, right?
Correct. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Sounds great to me.
Now, what is that website where travel advisors can go find out more about Seatrade Global and start the registration process?
www.seatradecruiseevents.com/global.
Okay, so there you are. That's the place to go, and you'll get it below here. If you're interested, it's really a great conference if you can spend a day there. And as I said, hey, go down, spend a day at Seatrade, go get on a cruise the next day, because this is the Thursday, so you're going to get out on Friday or Saturday in Miami, and come back and then go to CLIA.
Perfect. Sounds great. Hope to see you there.
Absolutely. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.